Exciting things have been happening at Ikon, and we'd like to share the news with you. Today I have Brad Seaman, our CEO, with me today. Welcome, Brad.
Hi, Leanne.
And Brad's going to share with us the new and exciting developments at Ikon.
Yes, it's really exciting times for Ikon. In the last year, we've been working towards trying to find a partner to join, because we think that when we're working with others, we can do a better job of servicing our clients and meeting our strategic goals. And it's exciting to announce that the Ikon Institute has joined UCW. UCW is a publicly listed education company that has a couple of subsidiaries. Those are For Life, which is a registered training organisation, and the Australian Learning Group, also a registered training organisation. These two organisations primarily provide education qualifications in fitness, massage, community services and early childhood education, and they're doing a really fantastic job with a really strong history and record, and those two organisations are wonderful partners for us to have. So we now are able to work with them and deliver our higher education and vocational programs even more broadly than we are currently. So really excited about that.
Great. And I understand that UCW also owns a share of a company called Great Ability.
Yes. So Great Ability have two components. They're a national training organisation, and they provide a professional year. So for people, international students primarily, that complete business, commerce, accounting qualifications, if they're seeking residency, one of the things that they can do to improve their chances is by getting a job, and also by completing a professional year where they work in an organisation. So Great Ability help support that process. They also provide a range of post-education, post-qualification education, so workforce development type things for individuals moving into the workforce.
Sounds really interesting, and something potentially important for our graduates as well.
Yeah, so we've spoken with them about working together around some placement opportunities and some projects. So one of the goals that Ikon's historically had is to start a charity whereby we can do some of the projects, sort of social projects that we would like to do, and those sorts of things require us to be big enough and to have the right sort of partnerships and connections to be able to operationally do them. Working with For Life, ALG and Great Ability provide hopefully that opportunity to start to do that. Also to start to maybe do a bit more research and professional development in that area.
Great. So in the short term, will there be any changes for Ikon and for Ikon students?
No, is the short answer. I guess there are always changes for our students. We're always making changes to our organisation, how we deliver services, to our qualifications, etc., to constantly improve what we offer students. So we'll continue to do that. In terms of any major changes, there's nothing. So there are no immediate plans for integration of the businesses. What we're hoping to do is to improve all of the businesses by learning from each other and by working together to share policies, procedures, resources, etc. There are no immediate staffing changes planned. There are no structural changes that are going to be made. Simon and myself will continue to be directors. In terms of students, there's no changes to course duration, to locations, or any of those sorts of things that have anything to do with the partnership. So it's business as usual. The reason why we chose to partner with UCW is because they we're a like-minded entity. They share our vision of social change through education. They share our desire to provide quality education that helps create helping professionals. All of the qualifications that they deliver are focused on people helping others, whether that be fitness or massage or community services, counselling, mental health, early childhood education. All of those qualifications are in line with what we do, which is predominantly in the psychotherapies, art therapy, youth work, mental health, counselling, etc., community services. So for us, there's a wonderful synergy between the types of things that the organisations offer. So hopefully 1 + 1 = 3, and that coming together makes us stronger.
Right. Thanks for clarifying that, Brad. And current Ikon students can expect the same level of support with their studies, and will certainly be with them moving into the future.
Yep. The lecturers will be the same, the heads of faculty will be the same, the education support officers are the same, the student support officers are the same. There's no changes.
Great. So in terms of Ikon and our faculties, we have had one recent adjustment to the structure in terms of higher education faculty and vocational education and training faculty coming to the fore. Did you want to talk to that and just explain that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So for a long time, Ikon has ran faculties which have been based on content silos. So we had the creative therapy school, the counselling and psychotherapy school, and the community services school. That's worked really well for a period of time, but as we became a higher education provider, it became increasingly apparent that separating or restructuring to better meet the compliance and regulatory requirements of those two sectors would benefit both students and the organisation. So we dissolved those 3 schools, and now we have 2 schools or faculties, which are the vocational school, which delivers all of our vocational programs. So they're Certificate 1 through to advanced diploma, even graduate diplomas. And then there's the higher education, which is the bachelor's programs and their sub-bachelor exit points. So that also includes our diplomas and associate degrees that are inside those.
Great, thanks for explaining that, Brad.
That's right. I guess, just to butt in, the reason that we did that is to improve clarity for students and for our team. So we think that really helps to enable students to get a better experience.
Great. And I understand on the horizon as well are some postgraduate qualifications, including master's qualifications.
Yes, so our academic board, which is a primarily external group of people that are responsible for the academic governance of Ikon, they approved the development of 2 master's programs at our last meeting, which is a Masters of Arts Psychotherapy and a Masters of Psychotherapy or Counselling and Psychotherapy. So development on those will sort of ramp up, which is really exciting, because that then means hopefully in 2019 or 20 we'll be able to deliver those programs. Recently we have accredited the Advanced Diploma of Transpersonal Therapy, which has 2 streams, either a transpersonal therapy stream or an art therapy stream. So we're really excited that those have been accredited and added to scope, and we're looking forward to commencing delivery of those this year or next year. So you'll hear more about those coming soon. So that's another exciting development.
And I understand as well that due to demand, there's some additional intakes for the Bachelor of Arts Psychotherapy as well in late October, or commencing late October. enrolments are open now for the Bachelor of Arts Psychotherapy in Melbourne, in Brisbane and in Sydney.
Correct. So what's been fantastic about our degrees so far is that the reception from students has been fantastic, the feedback has been fantastic. Obviously there's been things to improve. We've been making those changes. So for example, the electives are a really exciting development, increasing choice for students where they can follow their passion and explore new fields. So they're really exciting. Also excitingly around those is that those electives are available to past students and graduates and also members of the public that have appropriate experience and expertise to develop their skills. So they're really exciting. With eco-psychology, we've got one around drama, one around dance, then there's working with specific populations. So check our website for details on those. They're pretty cool. And the feedback's been fantastic about those. In terms of the sort of October groups, we've received feedback over the last couple of years that people would like opportunities to start at different times in the year, and also that some people would like to study in intensives, where they, instead of coming every week to do their education, that they do a subject in a block. So the October intakes are structured that way, at least in the first 6 months to a year of their delivery. So that's really exciting, and we're hoping to see those get up in the next couple of months.
Great. Thanks.
Busy Christmas for us.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for joining us today, Brad. Students are certainly the lifeblood of Ikon, and we would encourage all of our students to get involved in our latest digital series, which is Everyday Ikon, on our YouTube channel. So if you would like to be involved, we would love to hear from you, and we are currently profiling a few different students across our bachelor programs, and we will be moving into the community services space as well in the next few months. But this will be a fairly long-term project for us in terms of this series. So it will run for a few months in
Fantastic.
effect. So there'll be a great opportunity for you to be involved, and Ikon is about empowerment, and it's also an opportunity for you as a student to profile your practice and your future plans, and potentially get your voice heard by the broader public. So yeah, really welcome you to become involved with that and participate in your learning environment as well.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things to mention as well that are coming up, which would be good. But on what you're describing, we love to hear about students and love it. There's nothing better than hearing about our students' successes and the things that they've gone on to do, or our graduates rather. So if you've got those stories, then please share them with us, and we'll share them with everyone else, because our graduate success is our success.
Absolutely.
And our reason for being is to help people help others, and so if we can help people helping others, then we're ecstatic about that. So that's a great development, and our alumni sort of programs continue to develop and grow, which segues beautifully into our graduations. We're about to start our graduations for the year, which is, these celebrations are always heartfelt and really valuable for graduates and for the broader Ikon team, I think, as well, because it's an opportunity for us to celebrate their success, for them to celebrate their success, and to really create a powerful process to reinforce the journey that they've taken, and a springboard for them to go forth and do fantastic work. So I think we've got the first one of those coming up next Friday, which is exciting.
Yes.
And then we've got those in Melbourne, I think Mullumbimby, Perth and Brisbane. So that's exciting development as well.
Yes, indeed. And if you are an Ikon graduate, I would encourage you to join our Facebook group, Ikon Alumni, and we share a lot of information about careers, positions that might be coming up, as well as professional development opportunities. So it's a good opportunity and forum for you to engage with your professional peers, as well as engage with Ikon in an ongoing sense as a member of our alumni. And we also provide opportunities for you to get involved in our workshop program and professional development programs. So I'd certainly encourage you to join that group.
And sometimes that's provided the opportunity for students as well, or graduates rather, to suggest things that they would like, and also to tell us about the things that they're doing, and to promote their activities, which we're often very happy to do. And Ikon continues to support a range of initiatives. We're sponsoring the Mental Health Conference and the Art Anza Carter Art Therapists or Creative Therapists Conference, which is on, I think, in Perth this year. Is it in Perth?
I'm not 100% sure.
I think it might be Perth.
Yeah.
So that's an exciting initiative, and we've got lots of our academic team involved in those organisations. And recently we've had the confirmation of the Australian Counselling Association accreditation of a couple of our qualifications. So that's an exciting development that some people might not be aware of. And that was really driven by students, that although graduates could apply themselves for membership, what they told us was that they wanted us to have our courses accredited so that process was streamlined. So we've listened and gone through that process, and we'll continue to do those sorts of things. So I encourage people to provide constructive feedback about the types of developments that they'd like to see, and if we can integrate them and implement those sorts of things, then we're happy to do so.
I think that's really important. Be heard, really, is that message. And
yes.
I think Ikon will continue to bring new and innovative projects to the fore for the balance of the year, and we look forward to your participation and involvement in that. Thanks for joining us, Brad. And
my pleasure.
We'll bring you another CEO update very soon. Thanks.
Hopefully not too soon.